King Jesus, King Jesus. Hey, I really not supposed to be doing this because this is my Sabbath. But then Master Jesus, our Master and Lord, said himself that the Sabbath was made for man, and man was not made for the Sabbath. I mean, that's kind of sort of what he said. And so I'm interpreting that to mean I need to do this work right here while it's still daylight, because the darkness comes. Anyway, we have an article here on Veterans Today, written by senior editor Gordon Duff, which is a ultra-conservative dude. And he is extolling the virtues of Obama because Obama blocks Israeli arms shipments. And we should also be celebrating the fact that he stopped the wholesale slaughter of black people in Ferguson by sending in the troops. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about that later, but we're gonna talk about this right now. It says in the article, the weapons used on Gaza on White House ban list. They got a big, beautiful picture of the president right there. They're happy. Anyway, I'm gonna read you some of the article. It says, while pundits on the right, left, and lunatic fringe pummel President Obama for everything he does while an African American president, let us be clear on this. Obama's primary crime is presidenting while black. So when the most monumental thing any chief executive has done in half a century happens, we don't hear about it. Think how upset Rand Paul, Hannity, Rush, and the Rothschilds are now. Here is what you can do. Keep doing what you do, talking the talk and doing no walking whatsoever. Well, the Negro president just pissed on your cornflakes. Use this link to check out how the Tea Party and its Zionist sponsors are crying their eyes out. You can also read about the entire Russian army has just invaded in Ukraine at westernjournalism.org. They say Obama just keeps betraying Israel. President Obama just did something that was absolutely remarkable. His administration placed a hold on the transfer of Hellfire missiles to Israel, making clear that routine military shipments to Israel will now come under scrutiny. Unless we thank him in massive numbers, the president could yield to intense pressure to reverse his decision. Hey, don't let him do it. All the people who hear me, y'all call the president. Send him a letter. I don't care if you can't write that well. Send him a letter thanking him for stopping shipping them bombs to them Jews to kill them Palestinian black people. I also thank him for stopping the massacre in Ferguson. They said the Wall Street Journal, a senior White House official said the United States is saying the buck stops here. It's not okay anymore. We got to understand that it took the president a while to build up his power base, coming in, a lone black man, and taking over the government. All the people who was there already was working for Israel. He had to get rid of a lot of people. He had to protect himself and his family. So now he had the zenith of his power. The article says the U.S. currently writes a blank check for Israel for $3 billion a year in unrestricted military aid. Israel used these tax dollars to utterly devastate Gaza over the past 5 weeks, killing over 2,000 Palestinians and creating a massive humanitarian disaster, the scale of which we are still struggling to comprehend. So y'all, hey, don't send no money to them. No weapons, nothing. They Ashkenazis. They're not even from the area. They're from Europe. They're fake Jews too. Don't send them no money. As a matter of fact, tell them arrest all these Nazis in the United States who trying to kill him and trying to kill us. Tell him. Hey, that's what I got to say about this. I'll be doing a follow-up. I'm gonna do a follow-up video later on when I can do concentrate more.